So, let's talk about gum inflammation. It's a phrase that gets thrown around a lot, right? But what does it really mean for our health? In this explainer, we're going to break it all down, from the very first signs to the simple steps you can take to protect your smile for good. Let's dive in.
Okay, let me ask you a quick question. You're brushing your teeth at night, you spit into the sink, and you see that little tinge of pink. Sound familiar? It's super common, but it's also a signal. It's your body trying to tell you something, and we're about to figure out exactly what that signal means.
So, that pink in the sink? Yeah. It actually has a name, and it's the very first warning sign that something's a little off. Honestly, just understanding what's going on in your mouth is the most important first step to turning things around.
Okay, so here's the official term, gingivitis. But I want you to focus on one word here, the most important word on the screen, reversible. That's the good news. It means, yeah, your gums are irritated, they're not happy, and this is a big but, it's completely curable. No permanent damage has been done yet, which means you have all the power to fix it.
All right, so that brings up the big question, right? What's causing this irritation in the first place? Why are my gums bleeding? Let's pull back the curtain and see what's really going on in there.
Well, the number one bad guy here is plaque. It's this sticky, kind of gross film of bacteria that just loves to build up on our teeth. And when it sits there, it irritates the gums. But as you can see, it's not just about the plaque. Other things can kind of roll out the red carpet for gum problems. Smoking, for example, makes it harder for your gums to heal, and something like hormonal changes during pregnancy can just make them way more sensitive.
Okay, we know what it is, we know what causes it. So let's get to the good stuff. What can you do about it starting today? Because your first, and honestly your most powerful line of defense is right there in your own bathroom.
This is your three-step battle plan, and being consistent is everything. First up, your brushing technique. That 45-degree angle isn't just some random number. It's the secret sauce for cleaning right under the gum line where plaque loves to hide. Second, flossing. Come on, you know it's non-negotiable. It gets into all the nooks and crannies your brush just can't. And third, think of an antimicrobial rinse as, like, the cleanup crew. It swoops in at the end and takes out any lingering bacteria.
Now, your at-home routine is powerful, for sure, but there comes a point where you might need to call in the professionals. And knowing the difference between the early signs and something more advanced, well, that is absolutely critical.
Okay, this is super important. Think of this as the fork in the road for your oral health. On the left, we've got gingivitis. That's the alarm bell going off. It's a warning, but it's reversible. But if you ignore that alarm, you can end up on the right with periodontitis. And that's when the fire has actually started to damage the foundation of the house, the actual bone that's holding your teeth in place. That's when you see serious stuff like gums pulling away or even loose teeth.
So if things have progressed, your dentist might talk about a deep cleaning. The official term is scaling and root planing. It sounds intense, I know, but here's all it is. First, scaling is just where they carefully remove all that hardened plaque or tartar from below the gum line. Then, root planing smooths out the tooth roots, which helps your gums reattach nice and tight. It's basically like hitting a giant reset button for your gum health.
So, whether you're starting from scratch or you're just maintaining the awesome results of a professional cleaning, the goal is always the same: prevention. So, let's put together a simple checklist for long-term health.
Here it is. This is your game plan for a lifetime of healthy gums. Regular checkups, that's your early detection system. A balanced diet low in sugar starves the bad bacteria. Quitting tobacco is a total game changer for your gums' ability to heal. And hey, don't forget about stress. It can weaken your whole immune system, making it way harder to fight off infections anywhere, including your mouth.
You know, this old saying really says it all, doesn't it? Everything we've talked about, it's all about prevention. Being proactive saves you from pain, from expensive procedures, and from more serious problems down the road. It's truly the best investment you can make in yourself.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Your mouth is like a window into the health of your entire body. That little bit of pink in the sink might seem small, but it's a message. So what is your oral health telling you today, and what's one small change you can make to start improving it? Thanks for watching.